Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, the three of us.
Here we are.
Bit of Cowboy Kent rollins.
Yeah.
Best tailgate food. We're actually going tailgating in the USA in a month's time.
I hope Kent Rollins is there with his food.
Yeah,
Have you got your white outfit?
Not yet.
I'm wondering, to go to the whiteout, do we have to wear Penn State white? Like with a Penn State logo on it, or do we just wear anything
white? I'm sure you
white?
don't have to wear something like that. I'm sure you can just wear white, yeah.
But we're also going to the New York Giants as well, versus the Washington Commanders. So we'll be at Meadowlands, Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, whatever it's called nowadays. Yeah. And tailgating there as well. So if you're at that game in November,
come say hello.
In November, let us know and we'll pop by for a beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the best tailgate food. My top 5 must-have appetizers and sauerkraut.
What would yours be?
Buffalo wings.
I would say that as well.
It's messy though, isn't it, for tailgate?
Yeah.
Nah, you just have to have it.
Yeah. I like a burger.
Quesadillas.
It's not really an appetizer though, is it?
Little burger.
Mini burgers.
Quesadillas.
Chips have to be there and all, I reckon. You have to have like a big bowl of chips, fries. Let's get into this thing.
Catch.
So this is hard, ain't you? I can tell by looking at your face. Football time is here, it is, and what? We have got the best players on the field for all the appetizers we do to make you the hit of the tailgate time or any party you ever been to. Gonna score a touchdown.
What was that?
Whether you're looking for a good tailgate recipe or the best appetizers ever, we have went back and I have chosen my top 5 favorites that will get you through the football.
I think they might have been pork, like
ribs type thing with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Game or any appetizer at any party you ever had. First to come out on the field,
nachos.
A hometown favorite and a crowd
Nachos
pleaser,
is a good one.
Pork belly burnt ends.
There you go.
Now when we did this video, went back and we used pork belly. But when you're ordering a pork belly, one thing that I didn't emphasize enough in that video before is make sure you look at the lean to fat ratio. And if you've got really a whole bunch of fat on the top of that, let's trim a little bit of that off, but don't get it all because that juiciness, that flavor is going to render down up in all that bacon and ooh, it's going to be so good. Ain't that a pretty piece of hog meat laying right there? It's about 3.5 pounds it is, and that's what I recommend starting with this. And just slice all the way across. I think there might be a bite right here at the end of this deal, B.
Come on.
Sure.
They like that sort of food, don't they?
All of you get to try this out. Turn her back around, and we're just going to cube it about the same size as this is right here. Just cut straight across. We're going to start with our rib rub, and I'm just going to put about yo much in there, and then we're going to add some more coarse ground black pepper because I think we need it. Now, our rib rub does have some brown sugar in it, but folks, we're going to need a little more, so we're going to put some of that in there. Let's go to sprinkling and go to rubbing in. So make sure everybody gets some of this stuff. Now with that, we're going to need a wire rag because I want that to be up off there to get some circulation. So now, just go lay them on here any way you want. I'm going to try to leave a little room in between each one of them so there's no overcrowding, but if they're touching, it ain't going to hurt. I think what this really needs to make it even better is we're going to cube a stick of butter up. But you got to be in the exact right spot for the lid to shut. Oh, and we got lucky the first time. We're going to cook at a temperature of about 255, 260 degrees long in there. It's probably going to cook about 2 hours and 45 minutes because I need that internal temperature of that bacon to be about 170, 175. Let's get them over here to the table. We are going to add
butter on the top though, right?
Another stick of butter.
Jesus.
Some more brown sugar. Make sure you get her sealed up tight. Gonna let it go for 1 hour, then we're gonna add a glaze to it. Oh my gosh, y'all will be wanting to show up for this. Remember, have a big spot where you're tailgating because you're gonna.
Have you ever tried them before?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Draw a crowd with this. We're going north of the border with this new take on cheese fries, poutine.
Poutine.
Oh.
And from the comments that we got from this video, you've got to have the real squeaky cheese. But you've got to make like a roux that goes with this, because you've got to have that richness in that gravy. And when you toss it all back together with them fries that are golden and crispy, most valuable player has just stepped up. Here he is, and he has scored what? A pick six and a touchdown. Yep.
There's a restaurant just around the corner from here, a Canadian restaurant that does great poutine.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've done it before, haven't we?
Yeah,
On
it's
the
absolutely
channel.
delicious.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that song? North to Alaska, we're going north, the rush is on. First thing we're going to start up with is get that cast iron skillet over here on about medium heat and melt us 1 stick of butter in there. It's about 1/4 of a cup of flour. In Canada, they use a mixture of beef broth, but also to that beef broth,
I'm guessing this is just going to be the classic gravy and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chicken broth as well. Little cornstarch, little water. Just going to add about half of it to start off with to see if we can get this thickened where it meets Major's approval. But this gravy is silky smooth, it is. Normally you would just fry the potatoes and you'd be done. But I want to make them crispier than that, and I've learned that I really love some corn masa. We're going to add a little chili seasoning to it. I don't think we've had enough butter in this recipe.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. So I had 2 sticks over here melting. We're going to pour right in here.
Now you have what are you using? A pound of? Does it have to be the extra crispy?
Come on, I would have thought he would make his own French
Yeah,
fries.
I'm just thinking, I'm not impressed with that.
Yeah.
Pretty fast food that you say?
No,
Just-
you can just get regular shoestring potatoes, or you can cut your own, but if you're doing it, make sure it's a russet potato. So we're going to put some in this butter.
Don't get me wrong, if I was making fries, I'd buy that.
And give them a coating. We're going to put them right there till we can get the rest of them in there. Well, we got the first round done there, but it's time to double baptize it is. So back in the butter it is. And this is just like anything else you fry, I think. You need to let these set a minute before they actually go back in the fry oil. Oil temp is ready to go. We have heated to a little over 350, about 355. That's where I like to start because these cold fries are going to slow it down a little. So we'll check that temperature periodically. I like to sort of get these, shake off any excess it might have. And don't just throw them in there, sort of drop them in there gingerly. You want to stir these around occasionally, and you want them to get really good and golden brown and crispy. Make sure you got a wire rack, something you can drain them on for just a minute, and then we'll go to warming that gravy back up. We are getting oh so close. So let's talk about cheese, Shan. You're a cheese curd fan, right?
I love cheese curds.
Yeah. It's good poutine, isn't it?
When we went though, there's definitely like better versions of it.
That's just your basic, isn't it?
No, I
That's your
know,
standard,
yeah, that's
like,
definitely not
run-of-the-mill.
the best one you can
'cause,
make.
No, you did like buffalo chicken poutine, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And
Things,
pizza with pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
yeah,
and
there's some good
yeah, there's
ones.
loads of different ones.
Next up, the #1 adult candy that's ever been invented. What are we talking about? Candied bacon.
That looks quite cool.
Yeah, I think I'll say
Thick,
you'd like that.
thick slice. I'm not talking about that stuff you can put up here and read the newspaper from. We put this in salads. You can put it in a sandwich. You can put it on top of a hamburger. Put it in your pocket. People will want to know what you got in there. It's not beef jerky. It is candied bacon. Is that bacon I smell? Hey, it is the best thing. So easy. We're gonna walk you through every bit of it. See right there, thick cut. Some Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
That's what everybody tells me to call it. And we're going to use whatever was in the bottle. Now, I want you to just go ahead and just rake them jalapenos over in there.
Ooh.
And then we're just going to stir it around the bottom of the pan. So just get you some in there. And then we want you to just mash them around, get all that
thick.
goodness
Yeah.
in there. We're going to let it sit in an ice box about 45 minutes. Get the light brown sugar, dump her in there. Over here on this side, we have some onion powder and some garlic powder. But guess what Kent puts in his also?
Cinnamon.
A little bit of cinnamon, because we're talking about candied bacon. You can go ahead and add your coarse ground black pepper, or you can sprinkle it on at the last. Me, I do neither. I go half in, half out. If you're doing this in a house, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, go ahead and preheat that oven to about 375. Let's go ahead and take this hog out of there. You can shake him, So go ahead and layer out here because we need to get everybody in there.
I'm liking that jalapenos on there.
Yeah.
On the bed. I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's
Is that what they are?
That's a great idea to sort of like add on to bacon. Yeah.
Position. I'm going to start with the seasoning we mixed up. And I just need you to sprinkle just right down the center. Come all the way down through there.
This looks good.
All the heat's on this end, okay? Now, you could cook this over direct heat, but you're going to burn it up too quick. So I just need you to go down here and lay it on this end. We're going to put these on here. We're going to look for a cook time of close to 20 to 25 minutes. The bacon is about to be served. We have bacon. Say, look like you're right there. And here is the duker. Where's my little favorite major? Mage. There you go. We'll save one for later. Oh my God, Jesus, thank you for a beautiful day and the ability to cook. And I'm gonna tell you what, Jesus, them jalapenos out of the garden are sort of hot. Something you find it.
I'm going to be annoyed if there's no massive mozzarella sticks in there.
Oh, mozzarella sticks. That's a
Massive
good
bucket
shout.
of marinara sauce.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
But we're making this even better. Smoked queso.
Oh, I do love that.
Yeah.
Folks, we're having 4 different kinds of cheese that goes in this smoked queso, but also meat. I used some leftover chuck roast that I had come off the smoker, but you could do this with leftover brisket, leftover pork butt. You could even put ground beef in there. One thing I found out from you on
ground
this
beef would be
video when
good.
we did it before too is, can you do this in the house? You can put all this in a crock pot, turn it on low, let it all come to a really good smooth goodness, and you're in good shape. But I'm talking poblanos and jalapenos. This will take, all dependent on your heat source, anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes. We have some Monterey Jack and some mozzarella that I smoked. Been sitting in the ice box about maybe a week. Little more intense flavor gets to just mellow out as it rests in there. And we're gonna put all the cheese over here on this side. That's a half a block of Velveeta, okay? And I just need you to chop this up on the same level.
So if you didn't have a Dutch oven, what would you do this in?
You could put this in a deep full pan, you know, where you wouldn't have to be making no mess in the oven. Let me get them peppers off there, because they need to participate in this deal as well. Ain't them some pretty little things? I mean, look at all that good color we got. You can use your Walmart sack, Ziploc bag, I don't care. But remember, I told you it had to have a spritz of water. Whoa, that's a spritz right there. And then all you gotta do, just chunk them in there. I need you just to shake it around there on them. And we're just gonna let them sit there in the sauna room and just go ahead and sweat it on out. About a 2.5 pound certified Angus beef chuck roast. So you can see how it's chopped, and that's, and it smells good too. So
I'm having this, me. This is right, me.
Rotel. I'm just gonna dump it in there right here on this side. So let me set this right here. Let's get these peppers up.
I can only imagine this is quite easy to make as well, really.
Yeah.
Was it butter he put in before? When he chopped like half a block, did
I
he
thought
say?
it was a different
Velveeta.
cheese.
What's that?
It's
cheese.
like soft cheese.
Ah, okay.
And I need you just to give them a little love. And then you can just take it, scrape it, and then just give them a chop. Diced as big, little, small as you want them. So we got all our contestants in there, we do. So let's just go ahead and let's just add about half of this can of broth to it. Just make sure everybody's got a little of that love. Let things blend a little, and then we'll mix it. That
You didn't
is a
say what
beautiful
broth it
picture
was.
right there to me. That's what you call love in a Dutch oven.
Yep.
More cheese.
More cheese, yeah.
That looks delicious.
More cheese.
That chip, it is so good it nearly breaks the chip off.
Burn the hair off your tongue.
The last player we're going to bring into the field here today, we are Pig Shot.
What?
What?
Not even got buffalo wings or mozzarella sticks.
know.
All
Come
right.
on,
I know, but these are like, I guess these are little sausages wrapped in bacon, are they?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
What?
Little
Pigs
sausage.
in pigs in blankets.
Type thing, yeah.
But
Yeah,
this
no
is
pastry though.
But it's got like a jalapeno on the top as
Yeah,
well.
bacon and
so
cheese.
popular, and I've seen people making it, and it was just like some bacon wrapped around something with a little sauce in it. And that's not what we're talking about, folks. You know me, if I'm going to do something, we're going to add some meat in there. Now, I used a kielbasa, skinless Polish sausage. I did. But you could do this with bratwurst that you've cooked on the smoker before and warmed up. Any sausage will work in this. Remember to leave you enough room when you load that shot glass that you've got enough room for your sauce and meat on both ends. That way, when you're getting a bite of that, it's not just, oh, I didn't get any meat, I just got the sauce. You're getting it all in one with the pig shot. What is a pig shot? There goes a wild hog. I missed him. It ain't that kind. Oh, I have done that hunting before. Duker. No, Duker says it is hot. Duker, it's 80-something degrees. The Lord blessed us with cool weathers, clouds, and rain, he did. Now, a lot of folks be telling you, get you some cream cheese. Why wait on the cream cheese to soften?
I'm actually not sure there's anything better than cream cheese.
Whipped cream cheese, there you go. We're going to add some rib rub. Give it a pretty good sprinkling, and you can see the wind is blowing a little. Some of that Red River mud, that barbecue sauce. Get it mixed up. And it may be hard to get it in here in the wind, so bear with me, folks. I'm just going to have to do the best I can. I ask you to buy some of them. I like to use these. Say that word, Shen.
Kielbasa. Kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
Get the other piece of the star out here, which is the bacon. So let's take it back one more time. And I want you to come about 3/4 of the way up there. Okay? Just set him right there. And don't think that's all, because, hey, we got another trick we're going to show you here in just a second. So I want you to come back in there and just cut right in half. And we're going to go ahead and assemble this one so you don't get lost. Start on your bacon on one end, like so, and flush with the corner. And then I just want you to roll. Now, a lot of these people will be cutting the bacon to where it just comes out one wrap. No, you don't want to short yourself on the bacon. And I can tell you, when it's a little warm and the bacon's a little greasy, this is sort of like a slip and slide that's got some WD-40 on it. Take your toothpick, come to the bottom of that bacon, and go ahead and let's fasten that through the bottom layer. Next comes this beautiful fruit here called a jalapeno.
Love jalapenos,
Fruit.
Fruit.
Cut
Never
just
do
a
that.
little bit off that corner. Get you a little squeezed in there. Take you a little dab of jalapeno. Mash him right down in there. Load the shot again. Push him right down on in there.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
get him everything mashed in there really well. And what? We'll come right back with just a little bit of this right here. You don't want to overload it, because that stuff will come out of there. Come back to your jalapeno. Cut him right here.
Yeah, this is
Push him
good.
Right down there in the top. Folks, we have a pig shot that is worthy of being called a pig shot.
I'm going to try and make these.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead, set these little handy dandy pig shots right out here in the middle. They are all loaded, they are. Let me go ahead and shut this. But they're going to be a cook time of about 40 to 45 minutes. You want that bacon to cook through.
Yeah, they look really good. When you were saying before, Aid, about there's no mozzarella sticks or buffalo wings, when you think about it, buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks are quite basic to what he's put together here.
Yeah, very true.
And that pig shot there looks absolutely like...
It does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fulfilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I hope this gave you some ideals about whether you're tailgating or just serving the best appetizers ever there at home. But remember, all these recipes will be listed down there in little links below. Don't forget to comment on who you be rooting for at the football game, because we have sort of a divided house here. Shan, she's in there with them Buffs, I'm in there with them Oklahoma State Cowboys. But it is with great pride, honor, and privilege that I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag a-flying. Get on up in here quick, because we're fitting to make a handoff. We're going to score a touchdown, give you a big hug, celebrate at the goal line. Yes, we are. God bless you, each and every one, and I'll see you down the Tailgate Trail.
He's great, isn't he?
I was going to say, I thought he was going to say he supports the Sooners, but
Yeah,
I guess he's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, but that's they look really good, all of it.
Yeah.
It's the one I'd have there over everyone would be the queso.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is that how you say it?
Queso.
Yeah.
Like queso.
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 I don't know.
Queso.
Con queso.
Queso.
I'm gonna have a go at making that.
But it's delicious. But then
I want to try them beef jerky looking things.
Yeah, the bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah. What do you call it? Candied bacon.
Candied bacon.
Wonder if we can get any of these when we go to the USA next month.
You can make it.
Wonder if I'm going to try and make it at home.
You can make all of them. You can make that queso easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Make it
But
in my ninja crock pot.
Yeah.
I'd rather make the pig shots though out of all that.
You're making all 5, mate.
Yeah. Mint that. Loved it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.